YouTube, what is good? It's your boy Q from Next Level Reefing, and I'm back with another video. First and foremost, I'd like to say thank you for all the love and support. I sure do appreciate it. And with that being said, make sure you hit that subscribe button and smash the notification bell so you can be notified of every video that I drop, which is every single Friday. Alright, so let's dive into it. So in this week's video is going to be short and sweet. I'm just going to give you guys an update of what's currently going on with the Dream Tank. As far as the tank itself, it's still fishless. I had to do a water change, and I'm actually doing a 20% water change every other day. I noticed that the corals have been looking a little stressed out, and I don't know if that's because of the medication that I'm feeding the tank, or is it because of I haven't done a water change in a while, or it could be because of me trying to actually dial in my alkalinity and calcium and magnesium numbers. One thing as far as the numbers on alkalinity, calcium, and magnesium, while talking with the LFS store owners, everybody's tank is different. I believe I said that before as well. Everybody's tank is different. Everybody's numbers can be different as well. And also depending on what type of product or what type of tools that you're using to get those numbers can always change and fluctuate. So instead of chasing the numbers, I'm actually going into my written log of the numbers and also going back to videos and seeing how healthy the corals looked, and then matching that with the dates and the numbers that I've had in my logbook. So as far as the notes that I have and my documentation that I have of the recordings of the calcium, alkalinity, and magnesium, it seems that for calcium, the tank does well and thrives between 450 to 470. The highest was like 480, but I want to try to dial it into like that 450 range. And for alkalinity, it seems like 9.8 to 10 seems like the corals looking very, very happy and full and thick and like they're growing and thriving. So I'm going to try to keep it dialed in within that range. And as far as magnesium, it hasn't changed since I've had the tank up and had corals in it. It stayed the same at 1350 consistently. So I'm just going to keep it there, and I haven't even dosed any magnesium. So I'm going to keep it at that number, and then we'll see how it goes from there. And mind you folks, this tank is without a skimmer and without a refugium. It has a sump, but the refugium chamber is empty. I haven't put anything in there, but I do have a refugium light in there, and it is growing a lot of green algae. So I don't know if that's good or bad. So in the comments, let me know if that's like a good thing. Should I add Chaeto in there, or what should I do in the refugium part of that tank? Now, as far as skimmers go, I'm still waiting for the release of the Max Spec SK series skimmer. I really like that. I like the Max Spec skimmers in general, but I like that one because it has like a dial-in remote, and it also has the orange colored theme, and you guys know how I like the orange theme, so it actually matches well with the tank. So I'm trying to wait until that actually releases. I've seen a lot of videos and people posting of their reviews, so I'm hoping that they actually release it soon. Now, as far as the fish, or what's left of the fish, they're doing pretty good. Everybody's eating, everybody's getting along. For the exception of the yellow and purple tank, they're still fighting every now and again, but once they're full, they pretty much stay on the opposite side of the tank. They have been in quarantine for about 25 days. I've stopped medicating for about a week and a few days now, and did a 20% water change. So they're just strictly within just carbon and GFO. I'm going to be keeping them in the quarantine tank for another 2.5 or 2 weeks, and hope and pray that the main display no longer has ick in the tank. Another good note, or semi-good note, for the fish, as last week's episode I was talking about the blue throat triggerfish kind of hiding every time I come into the tank. It like goes into one of the pipes, but within the last few days it's starting to come out, or when I walk into the room, instead of it diving into one of the pipes, it actually hangs out a little bit. The strange thing though is when I feed it, or when I feed the tank, it goes back into one of the pipes instead of eating. But if I move the pipe that he's hiding in, he'll come out of the pipe and then he'll eat that way. But he won't eat on his own unless I move the pipe, which is strange. Or he might eat the leftovers after I'm out of the room, but he's still kind of shy and finicky, but at least he's eating in front of me if I move him out of the pipe. So all right, so there you guys have it. Like I said, this video was going to be short and sweet. I just wanted to give you guys an update of what's been going on. Nothing pretty much different since last week's episode. I didn't want to leave you guys hanging without any type of video or update this week, so I felt like any update was better than no update. And once again, as always, I thank y'all, I appreciate y'all, and I'll see you on the next one.